By the right of the council, by the will of the Force, welcome back into yet again another episode of the galaxy-famous, Halcyon-approved Jedi Talk podcast. I am one of your hosts, Tom Oakery, with the full council this evening in Central Florida. To my left, he submitted a fart this weekend. Brad says he's the man, the myth, the legend. But I just call him Evan Boucher. Evan,
that took me a second.
So Boucher. Evan, how the hell are you today?
Hello there. A few of those statements may or may not have been lies. Who knows? That you just said. Who knows? Only the Force knows. Only the ancients know. That's for sure. You do only tell the truth. It's been a great week, though. Let's. There's some true and some false in all of those statements.
Yeah. Well, let's just introduce the other part of the council directly across from me. He also does not tell a lie. That's crap. Brad Hughes. Brad Hughes, how the hell are you?
I'm dabbing. How are you?
He's
dabbing.
stuck in 2015.
Get the hell off of this podcast. 2015. I feel like it was like a before thing.
I don't know.
Do you remember this stupid
Harlem Shake?
Yes. That.
Yes, I do remember that.
Can't stand that fucking thing.
That was the dumbest thing.
And everybody did it. It was so stupid.
I had the displeasure.
Talk about cringy moments.
This is going to date me.
Top 10 episode.
Yeah, this is going to date me a lot. But I had the displeasure of being in college while that was a thing. And every college party was like, oh, let's do it tonight. Let's do it. Harlem Shake tonight. Let's do it tonight.
You got invited to parties?
No, I crashed them. I just showed up. And they're like, oh, he's here. Let's leave. Let's go.
I was doing stand-up when that was a thing, and every comedy club would be like, let's do Harlem Shake.
Exactly. It was like, you just did it last night, and it was trash then, too.
On our Instagram. And you're like, no one
and
gives
it didn't.
a fuck.
It didn't go
I just
viral.
moved to Arizona. God.
I can't. That doesn't really date me too much, because I was in college for like 9 years, so.
He's still there.
It was actually only like 6.5, but still.
6.5. All right. There we
Too
go.
long.
So
He's a doctor.
He's
yeah. Oh my gosh!
Doctor of
you
thugonomics.
just made the same joke my basketball coach made.
Oh,
that was great.
That's sad. I'm better than that. I shouldn't be.
It was.
It
It was flu season, and the campus always gave out free flu shots. So the coach was like, "Make sure you all go get your free flu shots this week, because they're out there and they're free." And he's like, "Unless one of you are a doctor and you don't think you need it, which I know none of you are, except Evan. He's been here long enough. He's a doctor." He just called me out in the middle of the huddle. I'm like, "Thanks, coach."
He's still a freshman, technically.
Yep. It was great.
So this is our top 10 episode of this week. This is the last episode before the giant announcement that we still have yet to make for the episode. The next episode you guys will hear.
Oh, it's going to
January
be
19th.
It's gonna rock
We're going to get that
world.
released hopefully the night of, unless there needs any major editing. Brad says a few things he shouldn't.
No, I will be on my best behavior.
I know, we will too. I'm just kidding.
We all will.
Yeah, so anyway.
Suit and tie event.
Today is our a top 10 episode edition, our top 10 cringiest moments in Star Wars. Ugh. So I've got 2 honorable mentions.
I have one.
I have none.
Which is funny that we use cringe, because I feel like at least Brad and I hate it when someone is like, "Ooh, cringe."
Yeah.
Ooh. I hate that.
I hate the term, but it applies to all
it
of
fits
these
here.
moments.
It fits.
It does, doesn't it, though?
But
yeah.
It's the overuse
we
that's
hate
annoying.
But we don't use it like that. We're not walking around being like, "Ew,
that's
cringe."
so cringe.
Ew. Like,
Oh my God, it's cringe.
Hannah with an H. Ew. H's are ew.
H's are so ew.
Cringe.
You're so 2000 late. So since I have 2, I will go first real quick. The whole General Hux story arc to me is cringy from start to finish.
Really?
How could you?
The way it ends. So hold up. He was on a trajectory to be like this top tier villain. And now I love Hux, but there was so much more potential left on the table with him than I think we see. So he was Force Awakens. He had that. I don't want to,
Nazi.
Badass
Nazi-esque.
speech.
Yeah,
I know what you're going for.
It was a great speech.
Hitler-esque.
Press the button.
Yeah.
The jerk store called.
That's a different button.
They're running out of you.
All right.
What's the deal with
Yeah.
being a jerk?
So he's got that speech, and then The Last Jedi, he even takes a step farther.
He's about to shoot Kylo.
Yeah, he's about to shoot fucking Kylo, and then The Rise of Skywalker is just like, I just need Kylo Ren to lose. And
I will say he definitely, at least that wasn't out of nowhere that he hated him. He definitely hated him the entire time.
Yeah.
I agree.
I wish this was your like next honorable mention, because it ties into something I'm going to say soon. So,
But
Okay.
I do agree, that was a real, I think it was just a cop-out. It was just a cheap way to tie up a character without doing anything interesting with him.
Yeah, because they introduced too much in episode 9. They're like, oh, the things that we already introduced, we also have to finish. How do we do that?
Episode 9 could have been 3 movies.
I would have rather seen.
They could have done the Harry Potter route, part 1 and 2.
Oh, they
and-
absolutely
They
should
really
have
should
done
have
that.
done that.
Yeah.
Shit, like the original Justice League plan, they were going to do
Like
part
Twilight.
1 and 2.
Yeah. Speaking of cringe,
That is one big pile of shit.
All right.
we can talk more about Hux in a second if you want.
Yeah,
but
yeah. But what I was going to last say about that, and that's why it's only an honorable mention. I would have much rather seen in episode 9 a struggle between Kylo and Hux for power.
Yeah.
I would have rather seen a bigger struggle between the two, other than just like
Yeah.
this pissy back and forth. Yeah, Kylo's supreme leader, but I want to see more Hux like challenging him a little bit.
The best moment between the two of them is in episode 8, and it's
on the shuttle, on crate.
No, it's before that. It's in the. Our supreme leader is dead.
Oh, yeah,
we
okay.
have no leader.
And he just chokes him.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
the best scene between the two. The supreme leader.
Yeah.
is dead.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's the best.
easily
Best.
the best.
That right there shows
But
the
I-
entire dynamic. He
but I
talks
think
shit,
that, like, what
gets
else
put
can
back
you
in his
do?
fucking
Like,
place.
Kylo would win that power battle in 10 seconds. Like,
But not
but
if
I don't
Kylo's
know.
gone.
Yeah, Hux could have had a loyal part of the First Order, and like, could you imagine him in like a walker fight, like fighting Kylo Ren in like a scene? Like, how fucking
Commander
cool would
Pride
that?
was a cool character, but that just should have been Hux.
Yes,
Yes.
should have
It
been
just
Hux.
should have been Hux.
Loyal
Yeah.
to Palpatine somehow. Yeah, but anyway,
That would have been
so
way cooler.
We were talking too
'Cause you
much about
already
an
have that
honorable mention.
character.
maybe
You already have
maybe
that character.
Hux doesn't trust Kylo, so he goes out and finds Palpatine and says, "Hey, I need you to actually lead us." 'cause
That's
Kylo
way
can't.
more interesting
That's what it should have
than
been.
Commander Pride.
Yeah,
So,
that's what it should have been.
So my other
Yeah.
honor,
Especially
other-
when he was, I'm sorry, especially when he tied
Oh, you're
back
good.
to the original trilogy and had been there forever. We'd never seen him before. He's this loyal
Yeah.
to Palpatine.
right.
If they
Fucking
would have,
stupid. If they'd have made him some other character that came back, that would
if
have
we
been
see
more
him in
interesting.
Mando or something, and they eventually tie him in, but fine.
Yes, but like for that time, it just doesn't make any sense. And
Correct.
You can
Correct.
retcon whatever the fuck you want, but
Yeah.
you put this
For
out at
shizzle.
this time up to this point, it should have made sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
So my other honorable
Thank you for coming to my
mention-
TED Talk.
Hashtag TED Talk, Brad Talks. My other honorable mention, this is probably more cringy to the three of us and like hardcore Star Wars fans, but the way Anakin's lightsaber gets ignited in The Force Awakens.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, but you're absolutely
Yeah.
fucking right.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
That makes me so mad.
It makes me so mad.
Oh,
Yeah.
it pisses me off so much. I didn't even think about
the
that.
way-
but you know that pisses
The
me
way
off.
Finn does it, and then he does it a different way. What, does he use the Force on Elam? Like, what the fuck was that?
It drives me
God,
off the
it's-
fucking wall.
Dude,
There's
How
no
did a
consistency in
continuity
that.
expert
No.
not come in and go, hang on, what story group should have walked in and gone,
I am-
what are you
They
doing?
should have
That's
been
a
like,
fail.
"Hey, remember the first ever on-screen lightsaber that's been around for 40+ years?"
That drove me up the fucking wall.
Yeah.
It still pisses me off to
such
this
a
day.
failure.
Good
I
call.
close my eyes when I watch it again when
Yeah.
it comes on.
I
Dang.
hate it. So
That's only an honorable mention.
yeah,
I say that as it's not on my list, so it should have been on my list. But dang,
that's okay.
nice.
I think there will be some ones on here that all of us are going to be like, "Oh, you're right.
Oh,
you know?
for sure, for
so
sure.
what's your honorable mention? And then we'll get to
Honorable
the list.
mention is thankfully a deleted scene. It's deleted for a reason.
God, please be the one I think it is.
It is because even George knew it was bad. But the beep boop beep boop.
Yes,
Oh, that
of
means
course.
that means down.
That
No,
was
no,
so
master.
fucking
Beep boop
stupid.
is up. It's a deleted scene, thankfully.
When
So
people say like they want George Lucas back, I'm like, have you seen some of the deleted scenes this
Yeah.
motherfucker thought were good ideas?
Yeah,
And
even
and
George knew,
filmed.
no.
It's not like it was on a storyboard and they like
that was fully
he
done.
filmed it and edited
On set, edited, costumes with the actors,
it. At
everything.
the last minute, someone was like, "Hey man, what the fuck are you doing?"
And he's like, "Oh, you're
Well,
right. We
it's-
should probably get rid of it."
I always realize. I just realized this past week that every time I do an impression of somebody, I always start with "well," and I don't know why.
Everyone has that. That's how you get into that character.
When
you know,
I do
you
Jordan
say there's
Peterson,
one
it's,
phrase.
well, the
Well.
problem is that young men in this country are not loved. They feel sidelined and marginalized, and it's a real problem.
I think
good
Austin might say "well" too when he does Patrick Warburton.
Well,
Well, I
Oh
think
yeah,
he does.
I remember he did that on
Yeah.
Last Jedi Talk. He was around here for.
and when I do Kyle, it's well. It's always well. I don't know why.
I don't either.
Oh, well.
Oh,
Brad, you want to go first since you didn't have any honorable mentions? You want to get yours out there?
Sure.
Kick it off here for us,
My
please.
number 10, and this is more of a general over like.
I have a few of those. I think
It's
Yeah.
gonna seem like I'm being a little wokey dopey, but if you listen to this podcast, that's not what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about any over sexualized version of a Twi'lek, specifically in The Mandalorian.
Oh, that's fair.
It's
Yeah.
brutal.
or
she's-
Boba.
or Boba
Oh,
Fett.
you're talking about
Boba is
Garza.
worse. Yeah,
Garza.
she's like, "Hi, I'm
It's just-
Garza Boobs."
It just hi, I'm Tits.
Yeah.
The Twi'lek.
Garza Whip. It should have been Garza.
Garza Tit.
There it is. It's
Yeah.
that easy.
Tit.
Oh.
It's just brutal, and it doesn't fit into Star Wars for me. That's why it just doesn't.
Even
it just doesn't
the
feel
male.
Right.
We should.
Yes,
yeah,
the male
shirt off,
shirtless
yeah.
Twi'leks.
And
yeah.
it's
What
also
the
too.
heck?
And I'm going to sound like a dick, but they're not that hot to be that like sexy.
I mean, they're
what
not
are you-
like
what
the
are you
Saja
doing?
on the Star Cruiser. That
she
guy,
is.
not it.
I
Not
was
him.
talking about the girl. I was like, she was a piece.
No, not that dude. Not
I
like
thought you were
that.
going to
Dude
call
was a
Marin a
piece, too.
piece. That's why I shared that post.
He doesn't know who that is still. He's
Yeah, that's
still
right. He
there.
doesn't know Marin is.
Wait,
Yeah.
who? Mark Maron?
Yeah.
I hate you so much.
I got robbed by a sweet old lady on a motorized
That's how I
cart.
feel. That's how you make me feel.
I just find it just annoying, and every time
Yeah.
it happens, especially in Mando, it was the worst because it was just like she was so over the top, and it's like her brother or something, and they're like,
Oh,
this
you're talking
creepy-
about the Harley Quinn wannabe.
yeah,
Yeah.
And that was brutal.
Yeah.
It was brutal, and it was just
What was
like
her name? She's something.
Something like
She's
that.
she's something like that. Like
not she's
God, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it's brutal. It's in
Right.
season 1.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
that's
Yeah,
the
there
Bill
was
Burr
some-
episode.
yeah,
There was
Yeah.
some spot. Yeah, it was. There were some spots they tried some shit in season 1 of Mando.
didn't work.
Yeah,
Which,
season,
like,
season 2 is perfect
if it's
compared
like-
to that.
For-
Dude, it's not close.
Yeah, like 40 years ago in Return of the Jedi, it's still not okay. But at least it was back then and it happened once. But the fact that they were still doing it now is like, we can move on.
My thing with that is like, to me, when they do it in Jabba's palace, it makes sense. Hear me out. They're showing you that this guy's a piece of shit and
Yeah.
owns
he
women as slaves.
Yeah, he owns
Yeah.
people. He owns.
It's not
Yeah.
intended to be a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, and then when you just like make them part of the good guys' crew, it's just annoying. And she was annoying, he was annoying.
Yeah.
And they're all fucking annoying.
Then when you see
Now,
Hera
would I
and
bang a
Rebels,
Twi'lek? Yeah. But
All
not
right,
either
let's
one
get
of
off this. Evan,
when you
what's your
see
number
Hera
10?
and you see Hera and Rebels, and she's thankfully not like that.
them. Right, exactly.
And you see Gaia on the Star Cruiser, thankfully she's not like that.
Well, Disney
Like,
wouldn't let that happen.
well, maybe she
Well,
will be.
Otherwise, all the
Oh.
husbands would leave their wives and be like, Gaia.
well, they have to fight Croy for her,
And
and
by
they're not
husbands
going to
leave
win
their
that.
wives, you mean Bradley Volley for a Twi'lek.
So my number
Well,
10
go 10.
is
Mark down whatever that is. Let him edit
Kidding, it's
that out.
fine.
not-
It's fine.
We're not marking it. We're going. My number 10 ties into your honorable mention there of General Hux, but Brad saw this in real time. We're sitting there watching episode 9. He goes, "I'm the spy," and I turn to
Oh,
Brad
yeah.
and I'm like, "Eh?"
Yeah,
and
that
then
was
he
bad.
goes, "I just need Kylo to lose." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay."
Yeah.
So I, in the moment, didn't do the stupid new millennial whatever definition of cringe, but I, in the moment, did do the real cringe. But then
I
I
remember-
accepted it.
You went like this. You went.
Yeah.
It's
But
the
then I
same look
accepted
Courtney
it.
gave me
Yeah.
during Endgame.
Really?
That
With
For
the
that
female
stupid
scene?
scene, yeah. But then I accepted it after his reasoning, and
Girl power.
I get it. It would have been cool to have that Huck story that we all just kind of brainstormed and made up, but I accepted the episode 9 story of him, and I'm like, okay, it's not as bad as just him being a random spy.
You rewatched The Force Awakens today.
I did.
You got me wanting to watch the sequels again.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. I need
Yeah.
to watch the prequels too.
Oh, gosh. You know what's
Holding my Qui-Gon saber like this.
you know what's really great about
As you
that?
should.
I watched the Force Awakens today, so that means the still canon at 6:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on January 12th, gentlemen, the year of 2023.
Year
the
of our
Last
Lord.
Jedi
And Savior.
still remains canon. Sorry to piss all you slave Leia wearing bikini bitches out there. And I'm talking about you 57-year-old bitches in your dead grandmother's basement who are typing away, living on her Social Security checks because you don't have the guts to tell the government she's died.
Now, would they bang a Twi'lek? Yeah, they would.
And when they
No, they
come
couldn't
to
even
the,
get it up to being a Twilight. They had to take a blue chew.
Bluetooth.com/Jedi Talk.
Yeah.
and when they
so-
come to stay at Disney, what are these people called?
The resort fatties.
There it is.
And that's what they say. They keep walking around. So, Evan, is that it on your 10 there?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
We said all we need to say.
We did, yeah. So my number 10
I love these episodes so much.
is, and I and it's like it's a little like higher up on my list or lower, whatever you want to say, but yippee!
I thought about a bunch of dialogue stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
I did
didn't
too.
want to take the obvious low-hanging fruit of like that kind of stuff.
I think I put a few on there.
I got a few low-hanging
yeah,
fruit.
yeah. I had
That's
to.
fair.
I think
That's
our number
fair.
Because
one,
they're
which we
so
all
bad.
probably agree on.
I
what
actually
number
don't
one
think
is.
my number one's the same as yours.
Really?
I restructured something before I got
Oh,
here.
it's
it's
going to be
dick
close.
floor.
We'll see.
It's definitely deserved though.
Yeah.
This is deserved because he's a kid and stuff, and like
It's still bad.
He
There's
does
good
talk
kids
it's
weird,
still
actors.
pretty bad. Yeah.
All of his dialogue is
I
weird.
mean, you could have said the same thing about
Are
now
you an
that's
angel?
pod racing and that.
And
Are you an
when
angel?
When he says that's pretty wizard, let's try spinning. It's a good trick. Now this is pod racing. There's a lot of stuff.
I blame George Lucas for that because
Yeah.
no one
Oh,
could
yeah,
pull that
it's-
off.
Yeah.
No.
Like, you couldn't put Johnny Depp as a kid and have him pull that shit. He's
Oh,
he's
yippee.
oh yippee.
Oh, he didn't say well. Wow.
Well,
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 yippee.
yippee, yeah, well.
Savvy.
fan savvy.
Brad, what's your number 9?
My number 9.
I'm yipping about it.
Is you guys are you might be mad at me for this one, but I stand by it, and I'm just saying strictly the visual. Leia using the Force while she's in space in the Last
Oh
Jedi.
no,
is
that's
fucking
I
trash.
can't believe I didn't put this on there.
The visual sucks.
Fucking
fuck.
trash.
I should have put it on there. You're 1,000% right.
It's trash.
I thought about it.
And this is my favorite
But
Star Wars movie.
I love the concept.
I do too. It just don't.
Could have been done better.
I've said 1,000 times, you don't have to show it. You just have to show her hand hitting the window.
You know what?
That's all you have to do to make that
Oh.
scene feel right. Have them talking about
you're
her
right.
being gone,
And it would've
and have
been-
her hand just pop up.
Or
Like, what the fuck?
how-
And then
What if she like laid there and the ship started to pull towards her, and they like
If
opened
we saw
up?
it from the other point of view of like
I
the
think the
ship
simpler
here,
you
and then
keep
just
it,
the hand coming to the window.
the hand hitting the window would be like a Titanic moment in a different way. But like it's just we all would understand what happened. She
That's
used,
fair.
And it would
she
have been
somehow
cool.
used the Force to get back in the ship.
It would have been cool afterwards.
And why didn't she save anybody? What a selfish bitch! You could have saved Akbar,
hit a
you
button?
wure.
Hit a button.
Fuck you,
God,
Princess
hold
Leia.
on.
Care for
Sorry,
your
no,
you're dead.
Oh my
Nope.
God, Jesus. Tap dancing, Christ!
But it would have been cool
Please forgive his sins.
to have that
He knows not what
show,
he does.
have it show up like you just said, her coming up to the window, and then like if she's in a coma like she was, that's okay. But like after she comes out, if they're like, Leia, how'd you do it? And she can like kind of be like, I don't know, I like this feeling or whatever. This, the generic
The instinct
Force.
of the Force
Yeah.
took over. Like
The
the
generic
Force protected me.
about it.
Or she could say like the Force works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, something like that. That would have been cool too, because that
Just
would be her
anything other than what they
acknowledging what was
showed.
happening.
It looks so bad. I love that movie, but even when that happened for the first time, I was like, "What the fuck?"
That would have hinted more towards what we get from her in Episode 9 when she's
You
the,
don't
the
have
teacher
to
of
always
the Force.
show everything. You can
Yeah.
you can tell people. You don't have to
Well,
show them.
Most of the time,
You
show
show
is better than
but
tell.
in this case,
But,
not.
yeah,
It's
that
not.
visual. You should have saw the visual and be like, "Oh, we can't do this."
It's just bad. It's like a few years off. Like maybe if they released it now, it would look okay, but it just looks so janky.
Yeah,
All right, that's it.
dang.
Evan,
I
what's
thought
your
about
9?
it. I thought about that too.
Yeah.
I just didn't do it because I liked the.
Should have been on
concept.
mine.
Yeah.
My number 1 and that one were the first two that came to mind. For
That's
me.
fair.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, my number 1's the first one that came to mind.
My
But
number
Evan,
one
what's
is
your-
definitely my first. We'll get
Evan,
there.
what's your 9?
My number 9
Nine.
is from New Hope during the trench run.
Oh yeah.
Han flies in to save the day. That's cool. Okay, that's still cool and all. He shoots one of the TIEs that's flanking Vader. The other TIE just goes, "Look out!" and all of a sudden swerves into Vader. That TIE blows up and Vader spins off. I'm like, that's how this happens? Like, that's how Vader gets
Yeah.
beat? Like, what? Why couldn't we have Han shoot Vader's ship and that kicks him out of the way or something? Like, just a random TIE fighter going, "Look out!" and then crashing into Vader. What the heck? Poor
Fuck you,
Vader.
Vader.
Which we have another comic coming out for Vader. We didn't talk about
I meant
that.
to bring it
so,
up.
That was an aluminum falcon.
Exactly. Falcon.
It just sounds like Stewie to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
So Vader storyline number 775 is
I don't-
coming out this week.
I
So
don't think that Star Wars and Marvel know that they have other villains.
Comics aren't canon anyway. I mean, I
That-
know they
yeah,
are,
they are.
but
Yeah,
Disney
you're
doesn't
right.
care about
Anything that
You're
you
right.
can overwrite with saying like "there's tiers of canon" doesn't means it's not canon.
yeah, that
Well,
phrase should be
correct.
drug out into the street and shot. Tears of Cannon.
Tiers of canon.
Tears
That's
of Canon.
It's a great band name.
Kind of is.
We're Tears of Canon.
We should just rework the lyrics of Tears of Heaven. Like Clapton.
Canon.
Yeah.
My number 9. I think it's canon, but it shouldn't be. But Lumpy specifically.
He's not canon, thank God.
Thank God.
Oh my
But
gosh.
that's some of the most cringiest shit I've ever seen in my life.
The
I
Life
mean,
Day
you've got-
special is selectively canon.
You've got old head Wookiee, gray Wookiee trying to bang Chewie's wife. I'll pop a blue chew, meet you in the sex tree. It's the funniest thing. I thought that was one of the funniest things I ever done. And
It
it's
really
got like
is.
200 views. That's
really
why
is.
we're our
Shadow ban,
algorithm.
man.
Our
And
shadow ban.
half of those 200 are just me watching.
Yeah,
it 100
1,000%.
times.
I watched it like 10 times when I posted.
I know we're
it.
shadow banned because my other stuff that I'm doing now with another channel, another quote unquote project that I'm doing. I've been on TikTok for like 2 days and I've got over 100 followers already and thousands of
Those
views on
fucking
videos.
teenagers, man. That's crazy on that TikTok.
It's
Christ.
wild.
Oh
That
my
that
gosh.
fucking shit. There's some cringe shit on TikTok. Holy shit.
I'm working on a special video for the Survivor release. I'll give you guys a preview. It's going to be about my love letter to Cal.
Oh my gosh.
Dear
Oh.
Cowcast.
no.
What's it rated?
PG-13.
It's
Okay.
in with you shoving his lightsaber up your
Close. It's actually going to be. I'll give you
jerks
guys.
off on his saber.
Like, I'm going to say it out loud because I want to commit to it. It's going to be an 80s style music video to It Must Have Been Love by Roxette, where Cal sends me a breakup text before the song starts and says, I just can't see you anymore. And it's just me heartbroken the whole song singing it.
That's so funny.
It's going to be an 80s style. I'm going to fall into a pool and everything. Anyway.
Before we get back to your number 9, what was that Instagram post that was Marin and Cal together?
Yes,
What
Cal
was that?
was supporting Marin at the Last of Us premiere for HBO Max.
Okay. Because I saw it
Which
and I
I'm going to
shared
check
it
out,
too,
by the
but-
way.
Okay. I didn't
Stars
know she
Pedro
was in
Pascal.
it.
The
Yeah, it's
Last
got,
of Us, the video game.
Video
it's got
game
two
adaptation.
Star Wars people in it. Pedro and Marin.
Cameron actually said the video game adaptations to like live screen was finally snapped with this. He's
Really?
like, yeah, he says it's awesome.
Is it a
So-
movie or is
No,
it
it's a series.
It's a series?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
So
That's just
maybe
like a zombie thing, right?
I can't tell you
I
for
have no
sure. I
idea.
bought the game but never like really got around to playing it. Kyle knows way more about Last of Us than I do.
Well, it's more because my dick is really small.
Yeah,
That's why I know so much about video
that's
games.
exactly it. Brad, what's your number 8? Is it a small dick cringy moment?
It's not. Kyle's not on this episode.
Much like your father.
It's from Revenge of the Sith, and it's the dialogue between Anakin and Padme, and it's when he says, "It's only because I'm so in love."
I
And she
almost had that.
responds, "No, it's only because I'm so in love with you."
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I couldn't even. I didn't even finish the quote because it just made me uncomfortable.
They're in
writing it.
Padme's apartment on
Oh,
Coruscant.
it's so
Look,
brutal.
I love the Anakin Padme relationship, but there's
nothing
terrible.
there on screen that should equate
It's
chemistry
it's-
to that level between the two of them.
Yeah,
they
I
had
don't know.
no whatever chemistry
This is
test they
bad
didn't
writing.
do. There's no chemistry between the two of them
No.
at all. Because chemistry goes beyond writing. Like, say what you want about the Twilight. It's the second time I've referenced Twilight.
What's
isn't
going
it?
on?
Christ,
Hmm.
you got Pattinson on the line?
Say what
Get
you
your
want.
own Twilight
Say what
podcast.
you want. It's coming soon. It's called Breaking Brad, Part 2. Breaking Dawn, isn't it? Okay. What was I saying? So say what you want about Twilight, but when they're on screen together, they have an actual chemistry together. Batman, Robert Pattinson, maybe it's just because Robert Pattinson's the man, but Pattinson has it with the Catwoman.
Zoe Kravitz? Yeah.
Yeah.
1000%.
They're, and even if the writing was bad, they still have chemistry.
Right.
They have none. Anakin and Padme have zero chemistry. Zero. It is not there. There is no reason she should like him on any fucking level. He's weird. She's creepy for liking some kid she saw like 6 years ago who was like 12 and a fucking... It's all bad. It's all bad.
Even the Clone Wars, there's nothing really that helps. 'Cause
No.
Anakin is like a pathological. Like,
He's crazy.
He
He's
beats
full of
up.
shit.
He beats up that what's his name, Cloven, like 3 or 4 times in front of Padme, and like
Clone
she
Wars
even-
season 7 does a good job when she's pregnant.
That's
like,
true.
Behind the column there.
Yeah.
And then Brotherhood. The stuff in Brotherhood is
That
really
was the
good.
only
Okay.
part
It's
of their
really
relationship
good.
that was really
Yeah.
that was
But-
good. And it was well written. But
Right,
when they
because
go on that date
it's
night
more
thing,
romancy.
Yes.
You can get away with that in a novel and it'd be really good.
And it makes sense
How
because
does-
you can
yeah.
write out their thoughts and feelings, but like
Mm-hmm.
on screen, it just does not fucking work. And that scene, just like, oh god, please stop talking. God damn
Yeah.
it! How is this Star Wars? Stop it!
Do you ever think we'd get surprised with a Padme like cameo in a flashback?
not anymore, because now I'm not disproving or disaccepting anything. Like they could do anything now
That's
after
true.
what we've seen. Liam Neeson coming back, Darksaber and Mando. Like
I kind of don't want it. They've done enough with her story.
I don't really want
don't
it,
need
but
it.
I wouldn't be
Not on
shocked.
screen. Not on screen. They have
with
No,
Natalie. But
I mean, she came back to Thor, so it's always a
Yeah.
possibility.
Yeah, but anyway.
out of the 500 Anakin and Padme things we've seen, like only 3 or 4 of them have actually had chemistry.
Yeah,
like all
it's
the episodes
brutal.
of the Clone Wars except for season 7, like there's not enough chemistry
Yeah.
between the two.
It's
all right.
bad.
Evan, what's your 8?
Number 8 is from a film that we all like, and I think we all borderline even love, but we all love Solo. I love Solo, but
I love them all. I just rank them differently.
you know, what's your name, Han? Oh, so who are your people?
It's a good one.
No one.
It's not on my
Han,
list, but it should be.
Solo then. Okay, Solo. Like what the heck,
That's
man?
how the infamous
I don't
Han
care how
Solo
he
got
gets his name.
Like,
I just thought his last name was
Could've
Solo.
been better than
like
that.
why? That's his last name. We don't need to.
It
Were
could have
you
just
on-
been Solo. You're right.
My
Were
last
you on
name
the
is Boucher. I didn't have someone tell me my last name was Boucher.
Bobby
Like,
Boucher.
Were you on the show when that was coming out?
no.
Okay. Well, I think it was me and Alex, maybe.
Yeah, I was still.
Because
in
I
Indiana.
remember them going, "You're going to see how Han Solo gets his name." And I
I'm
remember
like,
being like,
that is his
"Wait a
name."
second, his name's not Han Solo."
Yeah.
And people are like, "No, it's good." And then you see the movie, you're like, "Oh no!"
So his name was just Han before that. He didn't have a last name.
I don't have a name.
understand how that works. And
Yo, Han. At least the guy was creative. He's like, his name could have been Han by himself.
Well, yeah, because he was like, "Who are your people?" And I think he said no one or something like
He's
that.
like, so
or I don't have any people.
Han, no one.
Yeah. Like,
Han by yourself.
Han
by yourself.
Hank Lonely.
Lonely.
Shout out to Len.
Han Lonely.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that's a canon character.
It
Lonely.
is. Hank Lonely's a canon character.
I draw the line somewhere though. There's some of those idiots that go into Star Cruiser that are just like,
I'm Mando's cousin.
yeah,
No, you're
like,
not. Not happening. All right, who's next?
I am. My number 8 is, and this is very more like a particular thing for me, but I can't stand this. But with the inconsistencies, this is especially in Empire Strikes Back as a Lando, the inconsistencies with how they say certain things, like Han and Han, fucking pick one. And
well, everyone says Han except for Lando. Lando says Han.
All right.
But Lando does it out of spite, as we learned in Solo.
Oh, yeah, I guess. But still.
I had always understood that George Lucas did it that way, like Falcon, because different dialects
That's how real
would say
life
things
is.
differently.
Yeah.
All right, here's my other thing then. Mark Hamill says Tatooine weird at the end of
He
Empire
does.
Strikes Back.
Does
like,
he?
Yeah.
Tatooine. Like, bro, you're from the fucking planet.
Well, that's how it's
Yeah.
actually supposed to say it.
No.
He would know.
Maybe.
He would know. He's from the planet.
Oh, then we've had how much Star Wars since then?
Well, he would know. If anyone would know,
Stop
it's
defending this. Stop defending this. This is my number 8. Brad, what's your 7?
My number 7 is a scene from The Phantom Menace, and it's when stupid fucking Jar Jar Binks
Oh, yeah.
hits his head and the little thing. My tongue.
Oh, yes.
Tongue.
I almost put this on my list.
I fucking hate that scene
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
That whole he's stuck.
Doesn't he fart, too?
Just fucking
No.
rip.
Earlier in the
Anakin
scene, he
should've-
steps in poop, and it makes a fart sound. Earlier in the
I was
movie.
surprised Thomas was like, "It's the best moment in Star Wars when the thing farts, the open farts."
And we need to add that to the fart board.
Misa gotta go!
That's
He's
bomb
like-
bad.
Then he gets his hand stuck, and it's just fuck you. Rip
It's
it.
awful.
Rip his goddamn hand off.
Just cut it off. Qui-Gon, you have a lightsaber. Just cut it off.
Now, I just want Anakin to start the pod race engine and
Yeah.
just rip him to
It
shreds.
blows Boba, or not Boba, it blows Jar Jar away. And it's
I
Oh
like,
my gosh.
Jar Jar Binks went back to his home planet.
I would just chop him up in pieces. You ever see those lathe accidents on like Reddit and
Oh.
stuff? People get pulled into the lathes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Those are
I've
terrifying.
heard. I haven't seen.
But
I don't-
just
don't
do that to
plan on
him with Jar Jar in that scene. Fuck
Yeah.
him.
it. Yeah.
It's so
Evan.
fucking stupid.
What's your number 8?
No, my number 7.
Oh, 7. My
is-
bad.
This is the only like obvious dialogue thing that I took. I could have done all the ones you said. Like I thought about those, but I just went with the "I hate sand" because it's a meme at this point. So what else do you need to say? Like
Yeah.
all the same reasons you had all the Anakin Padme
It's-
dialogue in there. It's weird.
It's up there for me. We'll
Yeah.
talk about it later. 'Cause-
Which sucks because like you have such a beautiful setting for those two to have like
I
a
know.
moment.
I want to go
Yeah.
there so bad. Dude.
Every Star
Oh, me
Wars
too.
fan wants to. Like,
God,
and that's
it's
not a bad
gorgeous.
Someday I
thing. I'm
hope
just
to
saying
make it.
we
Yeah.
all want to go there.
It's
Like,
gorgeous,
Maybe
man.
my
Yeah.
40th or something.
it's out in what, Italy?
About
right?
2 years?
Italy. No, 3 years. I'm 36. I'll be 37 April.
Dang.
So I still
We old.
Are you
bros.
17th?
No, I'm
April
not.
17th?
25th.
25th. Who's 17th?
I don't know. Kyle's 22nd. I'm 25th. It's funny. I think we've said this before, but co-hosts of Fourth Mother Box were 3 days apart birthdays. You two. Like
Or
2 days apart.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's all I got for
That's all?
7.
Okay.
We've said all we needed.
That's just we got off on a.
Yeah. And we did.
Birthday tangent.
But like
Yeah.
I said, there's nothing else he can say. It's a meme.
Okay. Yes, it is a meme. My number 7 is in the grand scheme of things is not canon or no this is canon because I think it introduced the character, but Boba Fett riding a fucking
The Mythosaur.
mythosaur. Yeah,
You don't like that?
I hate the way it looks.
the animation?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
The
I hate the
animation
way
from the cartoon?
yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love it.
Oh, I don't
It's
like
so
it.
80s, dude. I love it.
I guess I just don't like that kind of animation. It's
I
such
get it.
such a character like him though. What he turned out to be, it's like I'm riding a mythosaur.
If you would have said like the way Han's nose and face looks or something in that, or the way Luke and them look,
Oh, those are
I would have been
brutal.
with you 100%. Those are ugly as can be. But I get where you're coming from.
I got the
That
lunchbox
style.
from Celebration with all that on it because I love it so much.
I get where you're coming from though. That style has some
Yeah.
ugly bits.
Oh, it's brutal.
Yeah.
it's got some bad bits.
Yeah.
Bad bits up the cooch. All right, what's number 6?
6, you going to me?
Yeah.
I gotta get my pipes ready for this one.
Oh.
Hand me my Vader helmet. It's so bad.
Yeah.
I fucking. You turned. Like, there's a good moment. Like him and his anger That's what you want to see. Him angry and like breaking shit.
You don't need any
and
words.
the second you get you just turned him back into a whiny bitch. So is he Vader or is he Anakin? And it's such a fucking
He's
stupid.
Vaderkin right there. Yeah.
It's such a fucking dumb thing to do to such a great villain.
Mhm.
You make him a pussy.
And that's why there's 700 comics about him.
Yeah, another black and white and red one. Who gives a fuck? Let's move on. Evan, number 5.
Evan,
Number
six.
Number 6. I'm prepared to take all the heat for this one. That especially Tom's gonna throw my way. I've talked about it before, but the Revenge of the Sith lightsaber fight at the end, when they're just happen to be jumping on things that are perfectly next to each other, that float down the lava next to each other, and it's like, what are the odds that all that stuff would just keep lining up like that for 40 minutes during this fight? Like, you jump on this platform that floats next to this droid, that floats next to that platform.
Suspension of disbelief.
What are the odds? Never tell me the odds.
Never.
Yeah.
300,728 to 1.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just like, okay, good coincidences there. Very cool.
120 to 1. Sorry.
Very cool. But
No.
okay, I'm
Fair.
not getting the heat this time.
But I don't agree, but I get it.
Yeah,
I do,
I
because
get the logic.
that's my favorite lightsaber battle of all time. So
I like the stuff when they're just on the initial platform, like just fighting and walking around. But when they start hopping on things that float next to each other for 20 minutes,
The worst thing on this is when he does like the thing and he lands on the top of the droid's head.
Yeah,
and he's
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
That's pretty brutal.
And then the droid
Yeah,
just
there's some
decides
pretty
to
cool
float
stuff
next
in
to
there.
it for the rest of the fight. Like the droid could have just shook him off or floated away, but it's like, no, I'm gonna float next to him for this whole time. I don't know. Weird.
maybe he's using
Fuck
the
you,
Force.
George
who the hell
Lucas.
knows? Yeah. Well, yeah. Didn't Spielberg help out with that? That scene.
Wouldn't be surprised. Spielberg
I feel
hasn't
like he
done
actually
a ton
did.
of stuff that's been great in the
I
last.
know
like,
there was
20 years.
there's a rumor that he actually secretly directed Return of the Jedi,
Oh, interesting.
which there's some proof of, and if you really think about it, it kind of feels like a Spielberg movie. So I don't know.
Maybe.
It's a conspiracy theory, so you might like it, Tom.
Ooh.
Star Wars conspiracy theories are fun.
Okay. Rinsler over at StarWars.com. This in 2005 revealed that director Steven Spielberg played a role in bringing Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith, and that's where it cut off. I'm not going to click the link. I think it was that lightsaber battle.
Really?
Actually. Yeah. I'll confirm when I go home.
Look up the stuff about him directing Return of the Jedi. It's pretty interesting.
I'll later because my shit in here. The signal
not now.
sucks.
Just,
okay.
I just mean look it up at some point.
Got it.
Right this second.
Look it up now and read me what you see.
All right.
Read the Wikipedia article right now, word for word. Go.
Okay, my number 6 is Boss Nass. Thank you. That scene specifically, like the first time we see him do it when he's talking to Jar Jar, Qui-Gon, and Obi-Wan and Padme, it's just I get the silly in Star Wars, but that just the Gungans in general. Now I know they've done a better job at making them look different. I know they've been in some novels. The Gungans that were in the High Republic novels, or were they in Brotherhood? I'm trying to remember because I remember somebody talking to some Gungans.
The 2 or 3 High Republic ones I've read, there are no Gungans.
No? Okay.
So it's probably Brotherhood.
Maybe it was Brotherhood. I can't remember. I feel like there's some Gungans, but anyway, they just they. I don't hate Jar Jar like everybody else. Like it's a personality, but
I don't hate him either.
could have done some different stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate him. I
That's
do
fair.
own
I get
the
it.
figure.
He's
I
my
get-
first
yeah,
Black Series.
I got that figure,
I love
yeah.
him.
He was your first Black Series figure.
Yep.
What's your number 5?
My number.
I will not move.
Sorry, we unplugged the mixer.
Yeah, sorry about that. Guys.
What was? Are we up to me?
Yeah,
number
number
5.
5.
My number 5 is I don't like sand.
Yeah,
I
fair.
talked about it a little bit. It's
Yeah.
corny as shit. There's nothing else to be said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I got nothing else to say. I mean, what can I say?
What else
to
can we
add
say
to
about
that
it?
Fucking shit show.
Memes. It's everything.
So
Evan, what's your 5?
Number 5 is Attack of the Clones video game conveyor belt sequence. Hate it. Awful. Annoying.
no, I'm with him
coincidental.
on this.
Awful.
I'm with it. It's
bad.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad. Yeah, I was just trying to think like cringy, like because it's like you expect it from that movie so far, but it's
That's fair. It
not
does
a
fit
great.
the movie, but yeah.
I have something that ties into that later.
Is it his hand and then like him moving?
Not
And
around?
then he
yet.
like rolls
No,
around,
no,
but then
no.
he gets out and his lightsaber's all smashed. Is that when he goes like, "My master's
Oh.
gonna kill me" or something like
Yeah.
that?
Oh, like not again.
Not
Yeah, something like
again.
that.
My master's
But-
gonna kill me.
Just weird.
It's
I mean,
like, no, you're gonna kill him.
out of a movie full of skippable things, this is maybe the most skippable thing. I don't know.
It's up there.
One of them.
And then you throw in the whole.
The Rathtar scene is the one thing I always skip.
Well, yeah, that's for Force
It's so
Awakens.
unnecessary.
Yeah. But for Attack of the Clones, do you throw in this is the same time where like
I'm sorry.
3PO switches his head with the battle droid head.
Oh,
and
that's
you
the
get all
worst.
those cringy
Oh
jokes.
God, yeah.
That's the worst.
I love bad dad jokes like no other, but like those are just even past my line.
I feel pretty beside
That's-
myself.
Yeah. Die, Jedi dogs. What did I say?
What did I
Like,
just say?
Yeah,
Oh my
it's like-
God. All right,
My number 5
Tomas.
actually directly correlates to what you just said, Evan. The continuation and like the start of the Battle of Geonosis when they're fighting the beasts, when they break free and they all jump on them, I can't stand the way they jump on the beasts.
Oh, yeah.
Padme's like, how did she not rip her puss open?
Yeah.
Well, like she grabs Anakin's hand and like pulls her up, and like the way Obi-Wan and like Anakin, I think, jump onto
Somebody
the beasts.
jumps in. It's like I think it's Padme, and it's like
she does.
lands
She
on
straddles
it.
it
She
from like
straddles it,
30
and
feet
it-
above. She
and
just
it's
drops.
just like she just fully her puss just goes on the horn thing, and it just like how did that not hurt?
It just looks
God damn.
bad. Like
It looks really bad.
You couldn't figure out a different way. Like I know they're Jedi and stuff, but
She ain't.
I think it's
no, I know. Yeah,
Anakin and Padme are riding it, and they
Yeah,
like
they ride
scoop up
together.
Obi-Wan. Like they just scoop him
Oh,
up, and he
yeah.
like flops on. It's weird. Yeah.
a floppy Obi-Wan. What's your number
Yeah.
4, Brad?
My number 4 is you have to tell me his last name, but the character Kaz in almost every scene of that
Kazuto
fucking
Tsuno?
show. Kazuto, yeah.
Wow.
In almost
I
every
agree.
single fucking scene of that fucking show in Resistance.
That character.
Oh,
is
my-
just-
I haven't seen Resistance.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
It's like shitty Chevy Chase.
Not even.
It's
Not
fucking
even half
brutal.
as good.
He kind of ruined that show for me. Like making him the main character was fucking stupid.
I'm not gonna say anything there because I was gonna. I'll say something after.
Okay,
Okay.
that's it. I just fucking hate that character so
Yeah.
goddamn much.
I'm gonna look him up.
I don't blame you.
Oh, it's so
I watched like an
brutal,
episode
dude.
of Resistance.
He
I
fits the
think.
show, and the show's for like 5-year-olds. So
It's-
like it's
I
fine.
think that's probably part of the problem is that like when you see Star Wars animation, you go like, okay, it's also like it can be like serious.
Right.
This ain't it,
This ain't it, bro.
and it's not like the Tales of the Jedi shit that's like clearly for children.
oh
Not
yeah.
Tales of the Jedi.
I was gonna say, oh, Tails is not.
What's the one that's like the shorts on YouTube?
Oh, Destiny something. Forces of
Force
Destiny.
That shit.
Yeah.
It's not that. So like I was expecting more like along the lines of Rebels, and because it looks
'Cause it's
like
Dave
that
Filoni,
cinema-
too.
and it's Dave Filoni.
Yeah.
And they just
Yeah, I
just
enjoy it for
completely.
what it
It's
is.
completely pointless.
It took me like half the first season to realize what it is. And
The
I was
one
like,
cool
oh,
thing
I
they
see this
did-
now. Like,
the one cool thing they did, they undid.
yeah, Starkiller Base blew up Kaz's parents, but then no, they're fine. It's okay. They survived. It's like,
They were on Hosnian
you
Prime.
couldn't have
his
given
parents.
him that character development that like he had to watch his parents explode. Like you couldn't have given him that. You just turn him into this cartoon.
Hosnian Prime, right?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. The one that blew up. In the
They
Force
should have shot
Awakens, yeah.
Kijimi. Well, they did shoot Kijimi
The
later,
one,
but
the one deleted scene that they cut out with the one member of the Resistance that talked to Leia to go there to
yes,
talk to the
yeah, they
Republic.
should have kept that too.
Yes, they
would've-
absolutely should have talked.
Both
Yeah,
of those
I know what
things
Hosnian
would have
Prime
given
is.
Hosnian Prime more depth, but they got rid of both of them.
Yep. Stupid.
So Kaz is just like, oh no, my parents,
But we
and then
have-
like a day
You'll
later,
get rid
oh
of
my
that.
parents are fine.
You'll get rid of that, but we got 10 minutes of Rathars running around a fucking ship. Like
Yeah.
It was a weird
the
decision.
the fucking decisions that they made. I just want to be like, you're too up your own ass with this film right now.
I think they had to.
you think this matters, and literally no one gives a fuck about Rathars.
they had to
No one
justify how
cares.
much money they
No.
were paying Harrison Ford. So like, well, let's keep that shit.
Yeah,
You're
I'm not going to
probably
mention
not
Harrison
wrong.
because he's going to tell me to shut up. So I won't.
He
I
will,
won't talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
Harrison.
You know what, dude?
I love
Yeah.
Harrison.
You know
I
what, bro?
respect him. He's a
You're
good.
probably right.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You're probably right.
Harrison.
But he's not even in most of that. It's Ray and Finn running around.
I know,
acting
but
stupid.
he's got a big
Yeah.
Indiana Jones boulder scene in that running away.
You're
I'm
not
serious.
wrong. You're not
throws
wrong.
the dude.
Yeah,
But-
into
yeah.
Behind him, it is rolling.
That's cool.
You're
Yeah.
right.
You could have trimmed that down from 6 minutes or 8 minutes, what the hell it is, to 4, and
They had
no
to
one
fit
would have
the-
cared.
Oh, like you do like the Conjure Club. Like a,
Yeah.
God, that should, somebody go.
The
I'm
Guavian
getting
Death
mad at
Gang
that.
and Conja Club, and
I'm getting
yeah.
mad at
Tell
that.
that the Conjure Club.
That guy's accent is weird.
It's very
You like
odd.
the Conjure Club.
He should have been on here. His accent
Indian
should have been
accent.
on
What
this.
the fuck? What are we
Tell
on
that
number
the Conjure Club.
You
You
could do a
come again.
Dollywood button in here.
Oh my gosh, what are
I
we
love-
on?
I love
What are
the
we on?
Dollywood
What
music.
number?
Hello,
What number?
hello,
Or
tell that the
Bollywood.
Con-
I said
You said
Dollywood.
Dollywood.
Good lord.
We're on
You
number
alright?
4. Number
Tell
4.
that the Conjure Club.
Oh my gosh, number 4. My number 4, right? I think.
Yes.
Yeah, is the whole Greedo shot first, but then McClunky gets added, but they shoot at the same time. But like, what's
McClunky.
going on?
Oh, like the
McClunky,
3 changes of it
Yeah,
throughout.
it's-
Like
This thing where he goes,
his head
Yeah.
just like slides to the side, slide to the left, slide to the right.
the electric slide Han
3
Solo.
hops this time.
everybody,
Like,
clap your hands.
Your Hans, clap your Hans. It's not hands. It's yeah. But there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. I told you I love bad and dad jokes, so there you go. That's one of them. It should have just been. Han shots. Han shots first.
Han pots?
Han shoots first.
Han shots. Shot.
Han Shot First would be a good Star Wars podcast name.
Ooh, it would.
Like a name your podcast. Han
We're
Shot First.
We're rebranding the show.
No. Jedi Talk will have a bigger name for itself after next week.
You take a shot every time you mention Han or something because it's Han shot first. I don't know. Spitballing bad ideas. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is because they
I could
eventually
hear Tom's eyes rolling.
changed the storyline on this, and now I'm sorry, guys, but one of the cringiest things in Star Wars is Luke and Leia kissing because they turned.
That's your number 4.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's on my list.
It's not on my list.
But
I have an asterisk.
I'm
next
they
to it.
very pro
eventually-
incest, bro. I'm very pro incest.
I don't even know if I have
Hit
a
the
button.
fucking button. It's a joke.
It's not the misogyny button. Hold it. Let's see.
No, it's
what could
creepy
be
as
an
shit.
incest button?
That's fine.
No, it's definitely creepy and weird.
Yeah.
Just because they changed it, and I get why they did. Right? Like I understand. Like the
Now,
it's,
if they were
it's a better
If they
story.
were
right?
stepbrother and sister, would it be less weird?
Hit another button. Oh my gosh.
It probably. I mean, I think that's like the number 3 search on Pornhub.
Are you writing
Mike
fan
Norad.
fiction now? What is
Ooh,
this?
I did. That
And
was a
1/3
joke
of-
at the expense of Mike Norad.
And 1/3 of those third are Tom and Mike Norad.
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not.
I'm stuck.
I stay
Oh
off
my
of
gosh.
Pornhub.
If it's fat, drunk, and slow,
It must be Chicago. Speaking of Mike.
Where's that from again?
Tosh.0.
That's right.
Yeah.
Every
time
episode
you
I
ask.
fucking forget.
I forget too, though. I just
But
don't
doesn't it
ask.
sound like Tosh at the beginning?
Yeah, it doesn't.
No?
It doesn't.
Listen again.
if it's fat, drunk, and slow, it must
That's
be
it.
Yeah, now
him.
like,
Kinda.
I have to
Like,
know
once,
it.
Once
Now,
I
like,
know
yeah.
that it's him, it sounds
Okay.
like him. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I wouldn't go, oh, it's Tosh.
I got you.
I miss Tosh.
Well,
the
me too.
best.
That was a great show.
He is so goddamn funny.
He's
dude.
hilarious.
He's
Hilarious.
so funny.
He had no line either. He would like make himself look like an ass every episode,
That's
and then
how-
everyone
It's
else.
because
Like,
he's a good comedian. That's what
that's
you
the
do. You
point.
fucking show yourself first, and then you
Yeah.
can say
Right.
whatever the fuck you
Right,
want.
exactly.
It's a cheat code.
All right, Brad, what's your number 3, right?
yeah.
Yes, my number 3, and this is exactly what I what I wrote. Don't choke on your aspirations. ... Gay.
Oh, you don't like that? I love that.
No!
Oh
Choke on
man.
your aspirations.
Don't
choke on your
aspirations, Director Cynic.
Love
Come
it.
on, man.
I love
That's
it.
brutal. You love that?
I love it.
You think that's good? When you watch that, you were like, yay.
No, because that's weird. I don't sit in the theater and go, "Yay!"
It's fucking stupid. Do you,
I'm in the middle on it.
oh,
like,
I hate it so much.
I don't hate
Again,
it like
you're
that.
making him a pussy. Like, you're making him this like little bitch ass. Like, he's supposed to be ruthless, and he's
He is.
should've
He's
just-
choking a guy. That's pretty
yeah,
ruthless.
but then he's making a quip. Like,
Yeah, that's
Villains
he's making
don't-
fun. Of,
Vader never made a joke. Get the fuck out of here. Vader's
no,
not
but
cracking
that's,
jokes
but
on
that's
He
like
has,
the
I forget.
cockiness of Anakin.
yeah, I forget the examples
very
because this was
cocky
the
about it.
argument at the time, and there he has made jokes. I forget what they are at the moment because there were this
Set your
argument at the
weapons
time.
to stun.
That yeah.
That's a joke. He wants him dead.
Yeah, that's true.
He wants some bad for sure.
Yeah,
Nah, it's dumb.
I get the argument. It is weird.
It's fucking stupid.
I like bad jokes though. We've established
I
that.
know.
Speaking of bad jokes, Evan, you're 3.
Well, I'm just a bad joke, but my number 3 is no joke because it was awful. The trench coat Leia in Kenobi. Hated that.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, God.
damn it! How did that not make it on my list?
Just
it definitely
four-
should. What
four
did you
little
press?
feet.
I have
It
absolutely
was like
no
it was like
idea.
what was that?
I have to figure out what I picked.
Pikachu.
No, it's
No,
not.
not Pikachu.
What the fuck was that? What the hell did I
I thought it
hit?
was someone's laugh, and I'm like, who laughs like that?
Go on.
Trench coat Leia. That's maybe if I say it again, it'll happen. But come on, man. Come on. That's how you get out of the Fortress Inquisitorius. You sneak her out with her little feet in a trench coat with your feet next to her, and there's a big lump
while
in
you're
your
running,
coat.
you're like,
It's a fucking Little Rascals bit.
It is.
in
Like-
Star Wars. They're like, you hop on my shoulders and I'll be an adult.
If we're tall
So
enough, we can
stupid.
get a movie ticket to see the rated R movie.
I'm surprised they didn't like trick like Reva by having like a lemonade stand. Like, I think I'll buy some lemonade. How many credits?
That's
They're like-
hilarious.
they're like,
no
"Oh,
change.
Third sister,
Yeah,
you
no
got to be
change.
this. All this hunting has to make you thirsty. Here's some lemonade.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Well,
you. I
thank
am pretty
you.
thirsty.
It's so bad.
Would you like a
it
job in the order? And then she killed him.
Right, but it was
It's brutal. Good one.
pretty bad.
Good call. All right.
Number
Get down
3.
to the nitty gritty
Yeah.
here.
Number 3 is the Space Vespa, the Power Rangers on Book of Boba Fett.
Fuck, not
Go,
on my
go,
list. It should have
Power
been.
Rangers.
Yeah, good lord, awful. I've talked about that at length. I don't want to rehash that, but that's bad. It's just bad. It looks bad. I get why the characters exist, but the mods are stupid in my eyes. They're stupid.
Yeah.
And you can even say Fennec Shan getting worked on was cringy too, because it was like
That was the
like
music.
they
that
were
was
in like
bad.
a droid. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it made the scene cringy. So
Yep.
I had sand twice on my list, so I'm going to go with you on that one.
there you go.
That's how
because
bad the sand
Brad's
scene
number
was.
2.
But you
Yeah.
know I hate that shit too. So
Yes.
It
Add it. It
I
should
think-
be
I
on your
think
list.
I think
Yeah.
it's my. Even though I fucked up and had the same thing twice on my
It's
list.
your number 2.
Because that's how bad
It's
sand
definitely
is.
that.
So yeah.
If objectively speaking, 100%, it's fucking terrible. So that's my number 2.
Apparently, Brad hates sand as well.
Brad and I went
I hated
to
it so much I put it on my list twice.
you, Holly, me, and Courtney went to that sushi restaurant in Hunters Creek that night.
Yes.
And we were talking about that episode. I said the Space Power Rangers were god awful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've talked about it a
Yeah.
lot. It's
Oh, yeah.
brutal.
Evan, what's your-
That's something that
I miss sushi
all Star
so bad.
Wars fans have united on. I haven't seen a single person.
You
that
got
likes
to go
it.
to the rotating sushi bar.
I've heard it's really good.
It's fantastic.
I'm
Yeah,
excited. I wanna
I've heard
go.
that too
Been there
from you.
twice
You told
already.
me.
Yeah.
Holly's
Yeah.
sister told us about when we found out we were getting one. They have them in New Jersey. and
It's
she's like, it's so great.
Yeah.
fun.
You don't even
I'm-
like sushi.
No, and I thought it was fun.
I'm
Interesting.
I'm
They have
probably
other
taking
stuff. They have,
Taylor
like,
for her
meat
birthday.
and stuff, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
They have fruit and shit and
We should all,
cheesecake. They
we
have
should all
cheesecake
go
for some
get
reason.
some fucking grab some
Yeah.
sushi.
Just like
Literally.
Crosshair when he was sitting there for 32 days.
Do you really grab it like off the fucking thing?
Yeah.
Sweet.
You pull up
Isn't
the plate.
there a robot place too that does that here?
It's the same place. They have a
It's-
robot.
They have a
there.
robot there.
Yeah, they
Oh,
have.
Okay,
I sent you guys a video of the drink cart that brings you your drinks.
that's what it was. Yeah,
I
It's
have
like R2
officially
on the sail
dubbed
barge.
that DR1-NK.
love it.
That's the name of that thing, DR1-NK.
You know what I call the droids on Batu, right? The Coke droids?
No.
R5CO2.
Beautiful. I
Yeah.
love it. Yeah, I love it. Evan, what's your number 2?
My number
Jedi
2.
Talk exclusive number 4 this week.
Is
R5
that 5?
CO2.
Number 5?
Five.
I don't know.
Five.
It's a lot. There's nothing on Batu to disprove that. So that's their name until proven otherwise.
R5CO2
Go ask him if
Come
that's
on,
their
that's a
name.
great fucking name.
You should ask him and see if he
What the hell
answers.
is going on
If
here?
he says yes, then it's his name.
Yeah.
Let me know if he says.
I don't know. I
You
can
don't speak
stand behind
binary?
it and be like,
Where's
"Bleep."
Anakin when you need him?
Yeah.
Oh, he speaks
But
droid.
dolphin noise.
He speaks binary. My number 2 has an asterisk next to it for all the reasons Tom talked about it already. Because at the time, it wasn't very cringy to see
Oh.
Leia kiss Luke
Yeah.
at the time. But then a couple years later, it turns out they're siblings. So now it's a little bit weird. And I say a little bit, and I mean a lot of bit weird. But at the time, it was like, okay, that's fine. And then you see it, and you're like, oh, never mind. So now, anytime we watch it, it probably makes us all cringe.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's not good.
Not okay.
It's not good. Okay, and I did that, and that fucked it up. Anything more on the kiss?
No.
Okay.
No. I just really want to know what button you hit earlier. That.
We're never gonna know.
How many
We're-
buttons do you have?
Oh, there's a lot. Let's see.
Oh
Let
my
me
God.
just stop and press that.
McNamara.
There we go.
Detective Bluto Mind Pretzel.
And here we go. Oh, no, I already did that one. What the
Yeah.
fuck you doing? And then here's anyway,
we'll find it one day.
one day we'll find it.
What's going to happen in about an hour? He's going to text us and go, this is what it was.
Yeah, yeah. My number 2 is I can't stand this line, and I don't know if you guys are going to agree with me, but it's at the Battle of Crate.
I know exactly what this is going to be. Can I predict it?
We don't fight him with hate.
Oh, no. It's not what I thought it was going to be.
We win with saving the people that we love.
It's not.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I love that message. So I'm not.
It's not the message; it's
It's
the
the
way
delivery.
the line was delivered
I
by
thought
her.
you were
Okay.
gonna, I thought you were going to go, I'm sure you are. with
Oh, I
him.
love that. You
Oh,
can't hate
no,
that.
So
no.
bratty.
Yeah, no,
Love it.
no,
That's
no,
him. That's why we
I
love
know,
it.
but
yeah,
like,
yeah, it's him. No, this is the Rose Finn exchange. Like, I mean, first off, I think it's cringe. Like, I get why she stopped Finn from killing himself
Yeah.
and saving every. I get that, but like, she almost killed Finn in the whole process
And herself.
of
you
saving
can't kill
him.
yourself. I'll kill you. And then
I'll kill you
me.
and me first.
In the
Romeo and
process.
Juliet, this shit.
Oh, they kind of did.
I
We'll
think,
get
I
there.
think their kiss is worse than that
Oh,
line.
well,
'cause
we'll
it's
get there.
So
Yep.
brutal.
It's just not good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so our number ones are not even close to the
No.
same.
Oh
thing.
wow. Well, I just
How
gave
is
away
our-
my number one.
How is
so.
our number?
Oh.
Maybe your or mine is.
Ooh.
If y'all
Am I dumb for missing
y'all's
something?
aren't my number one, which no, it's not now.
No.
This
What
is
did I
the
miss?
worst thing in Star Wars.
What
All
am
right,
I
all right, all right.
forgetting?
Do you want to go count on 3 and you and I will say it at the
Yeah.
same time?
1, 2, 3.
Jedi
Sliced
rocks.
noodles. Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah. There.
I don't
What
like
are
it.
you talking about?
I don't like it. We've talked about how I
How
don't
is
like
that
it.
at least not on your list?
I know, dude.
Because I hate all these things more than that.
Then
Wow.
Jedi rocks.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Exactly.
I don't like it. Don't
I
get me
hate it
wrong,
so much I didn't
but
put a soundboard on it.
Oh
it
my
doesn't
God.
deserve a soundboard.
No.
It's Return of the Jedi is my all-time favorite Star Wars movie, and this special edition of it, the original one's not that bad, but the remastered one
Brings the
is
whole
so
scene to a halt.
Fucking completely stupid.
Halt
Yeah.
it again.
Completely unnecessary. There's no reason for this to be in any Star. Like, this is so bad, I could squint my eyes and see everything else on this list except this one. I hate it
Yes.
so goddamn much.
Yes.
I hate it
You'd
that
rather
much.
have Trenchcoat Leia than that.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
yes.
I would take Trench
Then the
Coat Leia
fucking
over
4-minute song that she sings with her lips flapping and shit. Get out of here!
It is bad.
It's the CGI looks like shit now. It's
Yeah.
all bad. It's at least she's like people are distracted and they're doing other shit while they're leaving. And Trenchcoat Leia.
I haven't
This
seen-
is just like what the fuck was he smoking?
I haven't seen lips flap like that since a whorehouse in Cincinnati.
Hey-oh. Yeah, that scene sucks.
I want details.
I'm with you.
Oh my God!
I don't want details.
No, it's the worst thing in Star Wars to me of all time. It's not even the worst thing in Star Wars. It's truly cringy as fuck. When I first thought of this was the first thing that came to my mind because it is so goddamn.
Yeah. I
just
think you
doesn't
hate it.
fit.
You hate
just
it more
doesn't
than me
fucking
because
fit.
it's your favorite movie.
It's just bad. If this
Return
was in-
isn't my favorite movie. If it was something they put in Empire and it ruined Empire, I'd be like,
Imagine
hate
if
it.
this was in the middle of Empire.
Oh, I'd hate it. It
like,
would
what
be my
the
number
fuck?
one.
Because it's the same. It's Star Wars. It's not
Yeah.
like we're talking about a different fucking franchise. It's the same story.
It feels like
it's
a
even in
different
the original
franchise.
trilogy.
Yeah.
Like, it's so goddamn out of left field for no reason.
bad.
It's brutal.
It's not good.
It's another thing I fast forward because I've truly only seen it like once or twice, and the first time I saw it, I was like, "What the fuck?" Because I grew up on the non-special versions. When I first
Same.
started watching Star Wars, that was
first
my
time I
Star
saw
Wars.
it was
And that's still what I
non-special.
watch.
then when you go to
I watch
theaters-
the non-specialized ones.
Yeah, and then when you go to theaters as a kid, and you see that shit, you're like, "What? This isn't better. This is fucking
Like,
stupid."
what
Yeah.
in the
And I
shit
love
balls?
Max Rebo. You guys know this, but
Yes.
god damn it,
We all love. Everyone loves
Sliced
Max.
noodles, man, could get
Yeah, we just hate
fucked.
the sliced
He can
noodles
get
thing.
fucked.
get fucked.
Yeah.
I forget that guy's name, but
God
we all hate him
damn.
too. Why did he think we had to have a close-up of his tonsils and his like?
But that's what I'm
Why?
talking about. That's all this shit is way worse than everything else we talked about.
You're not wrong.
It's
Yeah,
brutal, dude.
You're not wrong.
Think about how bad. Think about that. That's supposed to be. You could just swap that out with Book of Boba Fett. Think about
Yeah.
how the tone of that. Like that's the same shit.
Yeah.
It's even the same place. Does that
Yeah.
fit into that at all?
No. Can you
Exactly.
imagine?
It's fucking terrible. All right. What's your number one? We know what it is, but what's your
We
number one?
we know what it is. The Finn and Rose kiss comes out of nowhere. Never brought up again. Never talked about it again because they knew it was
Fair.
bad. They knew it
Fair.
sucked.
It's not.
Number
It's
one.
not
I-
bad, but it's not fucking.
It came
sliced
out of
noodles.
nowhere. And, no,
I'm
yeah.
with you there. I'm with you there.
But I like Last Jedi more than Return of the Jedi. So when it's in one of my favorite movies, I'm like, oh, this is part of my favorite movie that I don't like. It shouldn't be in one of my favorite movies. Get it out. So I think that's the logic there.
I've just kind of equated it to her like not reading the room right.
It could be that because she isn't good at doing talking with.
She's awkward.
She
so
says
like,
that. She says doing talking.
doing
yeah,
talking,
It's,
and then
it's
she's
her
like,
thing.
Doing talking.
Yeah.
Have you guys watched Glass Onion yet?
No.
No.
He's a goddamn master director, you guys. You gotta fucking watch that movie.
I've actually seen some people saying bad things about it.
Those people can get fucked.
That's
All right,
the
get
internet.
fucked is right.
Yeah, I
Those
don't-
people can get absolutely fucked. It's better
Good.
than the first one.
Fucked. Is it? Okay, good.
I love both of them, but the second one is just so much
Okay.
more fun.
Very good.
Noise.
Anything
All right.
else
What was
you wanna say
Tom's
about
number one?
Slice-
What
Tom-
was-
Tom- we had the same
Jedi
number.
Rocks.
It was the same. Oh,
Yeah,
you said
yeah.
Jedi Rocks.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it was. Yeah.
He said sliced noodles. I said Jedi Rocks.
yeah.
Same thing. Yeah.
Same.
Fuck, it's brutal. Anything
Yeah.
else you want to add?
No, I just can't wait for next week's show.
I cannot fucking wait, fellas.
Right?
This
I can't
time
either.
next week, I'm so excited.
Are we even doing a top 10 or are we just letting it ride?
Fuck
with,
no.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
no,
Fuck
it's
no.
going to be a special show next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
next
might
week.
Like
be
we said,
broken
it might be like 3
two-part
hours.
episode.
Like,
It
We'll
might be
see.
a two-parter.
We'll see.
I
Yeah.
don't want to do that, but maybe we
Yeah,
should.
I wanna do
it
that. You
depends on how
kidding me?
long it goes.
Yeah, it depends how long it goes. So give them the
Are
people.
we going to
people,
clean this place up a little bit and
yes.
spruce up the joint?
Yes. I already started working on it this week, but I'm doing so much other shit. But it's whatever. Why don't you give them like people who listen to this might not be the same people who listen to last episode. So give
Well, they
them.
need to
that's
go
fine.
back and listen to last
Yeah,
episode.
we have
what
it.
the hell are you
Also-
doing?
but also do it here
let's,
too.
Let's do it
Go
again.
listen to the last one too,
And
though.
We'll even make a post in a little bit. Maybe in a couple days, we could cut this out of the episode and say our next episode. I'm telling you, Star Wars groundbreaking. I'll even say Central Florida groundbreaking. Put it at that. First podcast to do something.
Bye. Rob Chapek's coming on, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, everybody. Who's not?
My heart is
That's the
broken
day
twice
that
today.
That's the day that I'm not on the show.
Yeah, Evan actually would just show up. No, the Nacho Boy is not coming on. But guys, just tune in. That next one, I'm telling you,
None of that was hyperbole. Like he's not kidding.
It's not.
It's not. It's going to be fucking.
I
so
hate
sick.
that shit. Trust me, I hate when people like blow things up.
Not
just to
clickbait.
get,
Yeah.
This isn't clickbait.
Nope.
No, this is not clickbait. This is going to be fucking fantastic. I'm so excited.
All right.
I marked
Next
that on my
time-
calendar and
I see
everything.
you-
Like
Next time I see you guys, it's going to be a fucking
It's going
stellar
down.
show. It's going
unless
down.
we
Meet
run
me in
into
the
each
club.
other on Batu again or something.
Meet me in the
you know.
club. It's going
Yeah.
down. Meet me in the streets. It's going down.
Did you get the new? Did you get the new Yub Nub glass?
Not yet. I'm going.
Okay.
I'm waiting for my birthday.
My plan is Saturday. I'm getting it. So. We'll see.
Okay. I'm doing Oga's on my birthday.
Noise.
I already got his
I
reservations.
think I have it for my birthday too, because like
Cool.
I've gone there all 3 years on my birthday. So
Me too. I got to keep it going, and we
Yeah.
might be doing Hoop De Doo. We'll see.
we gotta go.
Wait. So, have you not done Hoop De Doo yet?
I
Tom?
haven't either.
Do we have to get into this? I don't like that kind of entertainment. It's just not my thing.
But
Have
Star
you,
Cruiser,
have you done it?
Like
No.
it's
No,
same idea.
No. Have you done? I don't.
It does
either.
not appeal to me. I'm sorry. I will do it for your birthday because you're my friend, but it does not appeal to me.
I think you're gonna dig it way more than you think you're gonna dig it, because it's not my
Yeah.
shit either. I'm telling you, man. I don't.
All right, we'll see.
I don't
We'll
like corny fucking nonsense, but it is so goddamn fun.
All right.
And it's all you can drink beer.
Wine sangria, which he will definitely take advantage of.
Yeah, and chicken. Come on.
Well, sarcasm, stupid.
Oh. I was like, all right. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
I love it.
We were gonna
There's
go.
a reason it's been around, and everyone loves
No,
it.
We
no,
were- yeah.
I
It's-
get why
it's
people love
fucking-
it. It's just
but
really is
I
not
don't-
my thing.
I don't like it for the reason that people. I truly think a lot of people just are that dense, and they don't get that it's like a joke of like they're making fun of that type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I don't
that's
think
the
people.
point.
I don't think people get that. I
Okay.
think they're like. But as somebody who did improv for a long time, they're really fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
They're
Okay.
really good.
We were gonna do it my first year here, and then we were like, next year, and then
Covey Wovey hit.
COVID happened, and it got canceled for 2 years, and now it's back. So
Back. It was the longest running stage show
yeah,
It's
in
crazy.
America.
in America.
That's awesome, actually.
Yep. So, we'll see you guys on the next episode. Hold on to your hats. It's gonna be a fucking doozy. We'll see you next time. Thank you for listening. Stay safe out there. I forget what I usually say. May the force be with you.
Always in good journey and Tabuite.
Rise, Jedi Knight.